my viewers, sorry. I hope you guys are doing well. Video don't feel good over this, so I gripped my costume. So I thought it was nice. Eventually I'll get a nice actual one. This is just some materials like a puppy doesn't behave perfect. This is before. Welcome to the WiseOne channel. I am your host, Lady Karen. Thank you for joining me. Some days are the times that I get religious. So if that's your thing, join me. You can skip videos if you want the rest of my content and you like to skip the religious stuff. It's you're more than welcome to. And I'm glad that you could join me. My nose, if it bothers you, just to let you know. My nose has been running, so been loving nose a lot. You can't catch it through the internet, but if you're an empath, yeah, sure as empaths know, it's catch it. Only if you're an empath. That's like that. Different empaths, different things. But that's just because it's not that catch it so much as you're empathetic to my discomforts. You have an amazing soul, no matter what. Nobody tells you. I was going to sit down with my other book, get my day sort of organized, and I didn't do that. I was going to get myself in the zone, because that's where I should be. I did not. I grabbed my wisdom book. I did not make my wisdom book pretty or anything yet. I just need to get to the practice of getting the wisdom out and down on paper. And then from there, I can build up to a nice, pretty book. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's like a grimoire. It's where I want to keep stuff that I want to pass on to my family or to those who wish to know about the way I do things. So you can grab whatever means works for you. This is your opportunity to select. This works for the fact that I had this for free already, or I had bought it when I had money, school shopping when it was affordable, and I had extra lying around. And loved this to be my favorite, and I feel good about writing this book. And some people may want to go virtual if they have that. You could grab scraps of paper or just start collecting them together, putting them into a sort of book. It could be a notebook, it could be whatever works for you. What you're looking for is a place where it collects in one place where you're less likely to lose it. And it goes to the back of that part I don't like stiff because it's very synthetic. You have to buy a real book, buy material for a real book. We can take a moment. I woke up really because I'm discomfortable, not uncomfortable. Because I woke up so uncomfortable, that's the word. And I woke up in discomfort, and it was very uncomfortable because of my nose. Waking up there, like that, I woke up fight or flight, ready to just go, very irritated. And one of the ways to deal with that is Nice deep breath. You breathe with me if it's safe to do so. The doctor said, don't breathe like that. It's going to cause issues with. I'm not aware of your medical conditions. I don't know. But yeah, I can't fathom why can't you just sit there and breathe? There are conditions where it may be difficult for somebody to sleep. And hold and release. So I welcome you to join me only if it's safe for you to do so. Sorry about 10-ish minutes, it'll be on the hour. I took these 10 minutes rest. I use that as it's time to get ready to go do the main thing. I want to do something on the hour. Just in public trouble. Okay, so mind, body, heart, and soul. Good to go to that this morning. So I've watched and listened to a video. It's videos that tell you what are you, who are not. What you identify. Are you your body? Are you the way you look? Are you the this or that? And there's one more good with this. Acupuncture. Acupuncture. It's okay. So for me, watching that is like ambiguously identify with being as a mother, as a father, you are this body, you are this mind, you are this spirit. At the same time, you are not. You don't have to be. You don't have to hold it the iron red. You can be genderless, like without identity, and the social structure, this identity, this name, this whatever you want to call it. And the teachings. But it allows you to move through this culture and this society to remember and to understand that now you don't have to identify as this. You can be, your essence can be far more, far less, or whatever you want it to be. You create your identity. You identify with, as well as those who have identified you. That's that power, that connection, the divinity in our connection. And yes, it could hurt somebody if it's not a healthy connection. So this identity that we have within ourselves, this identity that we have for others, this identity that we create and that we maneuver and that we solidify for ourselves, to understand in that space and moment. We can be that in that space and moment. We are not that. I am a mother, and yet I am so much more. I'm a daughter, yet I'm also a mother, I'm also an aunt, and I'm also a niece. I'm also, ambiguously, I identify male gender. There's a part of me that identifies genderless or non-binary. And I own it as much as I allow it freedom. A human being, I'm so different from human beings that I could be the next evolution. It doesn't make the what we know human beings to be any less. They're just different. I'm not any less because I'm different, because I'm perfectly mutated, because my brains get different parts that are bigger. I also have different parts of my brain that are smaller than the processing parts of certain things. And I have to identify those and accommodate. It's knowing myself, and that divinity is extremely powerful in dealing with the higher divinity, or the divinity of connecting with others, or the divinity of connecting with the earth and beyond. And that is sacred. I loved this one little. Where did I find it? Oh, it is so hard to find it. I wonder if Google. Search on Google and see if you can find this quote, because I'd love to know who originally quoted it. But it's, you're not a body with a soul, but a soul driving a body. And if you go from this perspective, and I love that quote, I guess. I want to say those are quotes. Come to think of it, that may not be verbatim. We're going to go slow because of my head fog with the news and the congestion. We're going to go very slow, and that's okay. We're going to go my particular pace style. If you need to, there should be a setting to watch things faster. If what you need is faster, should be accommodations for your needs. I understand attention deficit disorder going. What's the next part? If somebody's talking really slow and you're in a fast mode, it is very difficult to follow because you're waiting for the person. You got lost while you were waiting. And that's okay. So, even if you are a soul in a body, or a body and a soul, the importance of taking care of your body, because your body will protect you with ways that a body does. Even if a body doesn't know how, a body will do. The body will protect you, the body will shut down, or the body will have natural human responses and or natural, instance, just like a individual out in the wilderness that's not human, an animal. And personally, I have stopped looking at animals as lesser, but more in the light of different. They have thoughts and feelings and souls, and they're living, and it puts things in perspective. So, plant life and the fungal, all the other categories that we've decided to identify and categorize living beings, whether or not we understand fully the concept of living, animated, inanimated. There is wisdom in that. There is wisdom in recognizing their life, the importance of their life, the way that their life may have impact, whether or not it is direct impact or indirect. What happens to them can happen to you. There is no rule that doesn't say that we end up being farmed animals from some intergalactic species, which is horrifying. And to think how we treat our cattle, or we treat our food sources. We have to wonder the perspective, how would we like to be treated if we were source? That is horrifying. It's not for kids. So yeah, your body has mechanisms that are DNA encoded. Your mind has the ability to have like what has been described as your subconscious and your consciousness, your higher self. That's all part of who you are. And you can, if you focus, a lot of people focused all on just a certain aspect of it, a certain aspect of the body, a certain aspect of soul, spirit. Soul and spirit are the same thing, but for me, sometimes I think of it as the subconscious and the consciousness. And if you think about your emotions. Emotions are a part of your soul, that they can be manipulated by your physical experience, and without your physical experience being able to imprint on your spiritual experience, it's very difficult for your spiritual existence to evolve and to continue to grow. But at the same time, you can, you can inner reflect without the physical. Excuse me. You can turn off your physical perception and then inner reflect and grow there as well. Some of that work needs done, or some of that treasure hunting. Sometimes work is a word that turns me off. And sometimes it's like, oh, this work is important work, and it leads to benefits that are like, and sometimes it's work with a reward of its own kind. I don't think, if the work's not worth it, basically, why do it? But if the work, it helps my autism to understand the reward. To work without reward is difficult for me to do. And money is not exactly a reward for me. Try that the hard way. And needing basic stuff, needing basic things like food, water, shelter, and in its society, electricity, internet, and things like that, and it comes at a cost that is only accepted in currency, has been kind of, so it's not exactly a reward as much as it is like a chain or a rabbit hole. So there are things that I am learning. Its reward is that it builds a benefit. And I would like to so that the basic human things that we need to survive don't have to cost currency. I have to go back to getting those for free, or as close to free as I possibly can. Just looking at permaculture. I was looking at homesteading. I was trying to find diversity in homesteading, but we only have one set of demographics. Demographic might be different than how other people would see demographics. But yeah, it's like first they took over the so like there's got to be some diversity because I seek out diversity knowing that without it I'm not going to get as much benefit as I would have had gotten diversity. So I've learned to seek out diversity, and it is enriching. It's beautifully enriching. So like when I'm surfing media platforms, I seek out diversity. When I seek out reading and enrichment from books and entertainment, I seek out diversity. And yeah, it's quite different seeking out diversity, and that's what I want in my WiseOne is inclusion, and to understand inclusion. And so, yeah, I need to make a real one. I might do one of those multicolored coat ones because I thought that was funny. I thought it was nice. So, our wisdom book today, which I should probably use a regular pen rather than nice pens. Don't have nice pens because it's a notebook. I don't want to bleed through. And we're going to that. Alright, so entitled this one letter and so I like to take the mind, body, heart, and soul, and spirit, and I like to make it one. Because that is my goal, to take these things and make them one within me. I like to operate them instead of having the out-of-body experience, which I had this concept that to go away from out-of-body experiences, but I'm thinking the out-of-body experience may enrich when I come back to my body, how I care for my body. So learning to care for the body, learning to care for the mind, learning to care for the soul, learning to care for it as a whole, and learn to care for it individually is a concept that I've been working on. So I'm going here, catch and fall together. So a lot of times you pick one as a pivot point or a point of origin and you work towards either steps or you work like weaving, taking care of your body, to take care of your mind, to take care of your soul, or just take care of your body. Some days you just need to take care of your body. It's slow, it's some medicine, take a nice bath if you're able to. Music. Feel your environment that your body is immersed in and perceiving in something that, sound, sight, smell, temperature, elevation, lying down, up, the pressure in the room, the lighting in the room, the the picture that the environment that you see, building that, building your health with the nutrition, the exercising, uh, stillness meditation, or the certainty of calming, yoga, Pilates, kickboxing, cardio, just movement, being active. Yeah, these things are important. And sometimes you can't get to the next level or the next task until you take care of your body. So for me, taking care of the body takes care of the ability to take care of everything else, to take care of my children, to take care of my loved ones, to take care of my responsibilities. It's not selfish to take care of your needs as it is just important. And I have heard people have been told, like on TikTok, that their psychologist told them taking a shower is not self-care. Taking a shower is exactly self-care. Getting your body to a point where it's clean and it has cleaning your body, a shower, bath, or just cleaning up if you're in the I'm not taking a shower day. Washing your face, washing up parts of your body that need it. Uh, this allows your body to. It helps prevent. It doesn't prevent. It helps prevent diseases. So it clears away the environment that allows bad bacteria to grow, or to grow certain viruses and certain other pathogens. So keeping yourself cleansed helps your body protect you. And being the fact that your mind can be altered in a fever or in a state of illness, it's important to take care of your body, both your body and comfort. Your body working out when you're able to gives you that release of hormones that helps you feel more comfortable, helps build up your immune system, helps you prevent diseases, that allows your mind to be in a place that can deal with issues. Making decisions when you're angry versus making decisions when you're calm. So if you can get yourself out of the fight and flight mode, you'll have a difference in your decisions and the way that you make decisions and the decisions that you make and the way that you deal with the emergency or the things that are happening to you. Having a calm mind. So when they say calm down, uh, it's not so much that you need to calm down, it's so much as it empowers your ability to make decisions. So in your ability to calm yourself, your ability to take a breath, look back, take a different perspective, take a different look, to fill to let your fear go and to fill that void with curiosity of, oh, what can I do? What's next? Where can we go? What if I handle it this way? What do we have to deal with the situation? Um, I believe it would increase your chances of survival, increase your survival mode, increase your ability or your discipline, self-discipline to deal with a situation and to bring that on leadership for yourself, even if you're submissive to the people around you, people pleasing, Is your survival mode being calm? Whether or not you're the person that takes care of the people pleasers so that they can take care of themselves, or if you're the people pleaser, whatever it is, so you can get out of being a people pleaser if that's something, if that's your goal. So everything, the fact that ordinary or normal or everyday occurrences can feel fight or flight, can feel like people are teasing you or trying to offend you, trying to piss you off, or trying to personally um, affect you. Like they take it, it's their job to make your life miserable. I'm going to consider it here with my words. And we're going to take this as it's so. How you deal with them by taking your power to not be offended if you're able to can change the result. I have had so many toxic people in my life, and I have learned that I thought, I don't even think I didn't have a conscious thought. It was my behavior because it was all I knew. Toxicity that I practiced was what had been done to me, association of what to do with everything. But it was the fact that I tapped into higher divinity, very power that helped me learn otherwise. That steered me to other people that taught me otherwise. It steered me to actually open up my thoughts to learn to do otherwise and say, hey, no, this just because you do it this way doesn't mean this is the way it has to be done. So I am filled with this regret that I wish I could go back knowing what I know now. All I can do, all I have the power to do is from this point forward, I come into that situation, or I come into the likeness of that situation, I can deal with it differently. It's not a lesson for me. The longest time I was dealing with lessons, and that wasn't resonating with me, let's just say. That was being very difficult if I took things as lessons. And I didn't think it was fair. So I'm beyond lessons currently for me. That means different things to different people, but for me, that means instead of taking things as a lesson, I took things as an all approach that this is what I could do. This isn't a lesson happening to me. This is a thing that is happening because that's what happens. What do I want to do about it? I influence the outcome to a degree, as the outcome influences me to a degree, and it builds. It builds habits, it builds connections, it builds praise, it cuts connections, it builds boundaries. It's like, I'm gonna build a wall, and they asked me, yeah, you can come crash my wall. And I said, or I could just knock on the door and you can let me in. You don't have to have people bust through what is safe for you. But if you're making it unsafe, you do have to consider, am I making this unsafe for the other person? And when I say you have to consider this, so I'm saying that if you don't consider it, what happens is the confrontation, the conflict of their survival versus your survival will occur. So if you don't do it, you'd rather die than have to do something that you have to do. For some that have ODD or possibly you could possibly disobey or defy. I would like for you to be able to find your ability to check is my safety keeping others safe. And that will have an effect on you, and that effect will have an effect on others. Living in isolation has an effect. Absence has an effect. Certain acts have an impact, certain words have impacts, certain thoughts have impacts. And it's definitely all connected. To me, I find association temporary. It is great. It is very powerful. That's what this divinity there. It's higher power than ourselves. And ourselves. Higher power within ourselves, from ourselves, for ourselves. This higher power that comes from connecting with other people. With connecting with this organism, this cells, these people in your lives. And the people that you interact with and meet, anywhere from chance to long life encounters and journeys. And what that does for mind, body, heart, and soul has an imprint that you take with you to the next level, to the next existence. So, how do you care for the mind, body, heart, and soul? Let's talk about taking care of the body. And if you're able to, getting fruits, vegetables, certain minerals, vitamins, and stuff for the body that your body needs, which may be different than even people in your own family. If you're having a reaction, like makes you feel bad, you feel sleepy or tired after you're eating the way that you're just fatigued. Not like sleepy serotonin, but like you're sick, you just want to go lie down. The food, you might want to consider the food you're eating. Look at the food and the drink, other things that you're consuming. If I preached something that would fit most people, or the majority of people, it'd be fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables probably suit the world. Put your fruits and vegetables with your meats, put your fruits and vegetables with everything. For your snacks, for your meals. Just keep adding more and more fruits and vegetables that you're able to. Rice of fruits and vegetables, growing your own fruits and vegetables can be an option for a lot of people. And may have said you want to, may want to. It's the word, because I can't tell. I've learned in my wisdom that to be told or to tell somebody they want, what they think, what they feel, what they really mean, is not healthy. Or it sounds like me that you're considering. You might want to consider. You may want. Do I understand that this is what you want? To infer somebody is something without them giving actually saying what it is. Sometimes young kids do switch up like words where they want something, but they say something else. The best way I'm learning to deal with that is you're saying that you want this. It sounds to me, what I'm familiar with is when they, if you're pointing to this, you may want this, but you're saying you want that. This is what I call this. This is what I call that. You can do it with confidence. I hear you saying that you want this. Why are you pointing to this? You're pointing to this. I can offer both of these. Please take what you want. Say with confidence even. Because apparently confidence is a key element within the organism of society. The living, breathing organism. Our connection is a type of electricity, and electricity is so alive. It's a type of element that is very much alive. It is one carrying life. It's smoke. And it's essentially important. Yeah, this planet. Yeah, other planets are here. But this planet is essential to sustain life. Magnetism. Oh, it's wax. I love it. It's amazing and wonderful. So taking care of the body, keeping our body clean, has a type of wisdom to it. Too much in moderation, too much cleaning. I mean, OCD, scrubbing yourself with bleach would do more harm than good. But taking regular baths for your body needs it. The sweating, cleaning off sweat is a fantastic way of cleaning off the body, the things bodies can get rid of to help regulate your temperature. Types of BO. That if you're in a dirty environment, you need to clean more often. The skin is a type of organism that needs to be cared for. Moisturizing, keeping the skin to a certain degree of moisture. Keeping the care of your environment, clean air. You need clean air in order to have good health. Things to take care of the body would be proper amount of sleep for your body or your children's body. Pay attention to how you feel. When you pay attention to how you feel when you get up in the morning, waking up in the morning, a lot of times if your environment is clean and your sheets and your bedding's clean, your bedding, who cares why somebody doesn't have clean pillows? Put up to judge. We're going to get rid of that judgment. What happens is it can give you a type of groggy. It looks you're breathing to the pillow. So you have pathogens that you're breathing in. So cleaning your pillow and your blankets and your environment and your air, the air. That's why a lot of people may like frogs. Is that moving air? There's cleaner air rather than stagnant stale air. Smoking can cause issues with your health and your breathing, your ability to be mentally clear. So, cleansing your body properly, exercise, sleep, and diet. These 4 elements to your daily life will help your body stay healthy. To a degree, it's a recipe. It's a spell. You put these ingredients together and you should have results that you can test over and over and over again. Understanding individually what's good for you and what you can get your hands on and make available to yourself. Where there's a will, there's a way. In a healthy manner. That doesn't prevent others from getting food. Helping each other out has its benefits throughout history. Helping each other eat food has given us more food. stopping food, which is important because living currently in the U.S. and the way we have shortage in crops and stuff. Like agriculturally, we have issues. Not sustainable. So the everyday person. So some people have benefits of fasting, but that takes a lot of research to understand how to fast without hurting yourself. Ketos is very interesting. I don't know too much about ketos, the advisory ketos. So far, I've been looking at the overall benefits of like the dozen a day diet lifestyle, or the Mediterranean lifestyle of eating, where you have lots of greens, fruits, vegetables, local fresh food. Yeah. So religiously taking care of your temple or your body houses your soul, or soul in a body, or your body is the soul. But taking care of your body helps your body take care of your heart and your soul, or your emotions, or what gets your hormones going. And it helps balance your hormones. Exercise, which you're able to do later in life, I found that benefit more from active exercise rather than cardio exercise. It's amazing the results of just being active. I'd like to get to the point where I can do some amazing. I'm watching these TikTokers going, I want to do that. So I have to get from one point where my body is now to slowly getting it to where I want it to be. So I push it, like it'll just break down. So being knowledgeable for yourself, what exercises you can do, and what exercises are right for you. Where do you find these resources? Would be saleable ever gyms for those who can afford gyms, nutritionists. YouTube has good resources if you trying to think the keywords to search. But these are important. So taking care of your body, learning to take care of the mind, because your body has an influence on your mind. It's like being irritable because of my discomfort. That partly is how I learned how to handle my discomfort, is to be irritable. So learning to slow down. I take things slowly. So I'm at that age. And I take it with its pace. It's very frustrating for my attention disorder because I'm ready to go. But at the same time, if I go too fast, I'm just going to fall and be further behind. Then that is my experience. So I understand that and I act accordingly. So mind. Meditation. Taking anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour, depending on your day. Finding 10 hours. Sometimes you have to take it, find it, make time for it, talk to other people and acquiring it. And if you're asking at 10 minutes without interruption, it is extremely difficult thing for some who've been directed as that. And when I say the word meditation, those who have trained for meditation may have a different input for those with neurospicy meditation may be different than different types of meditation. There are several different types of meditation. Different breathing does different things for your body. And your neurospicy or your neurotypical, to recognize each, how the body responds, how the mind responds. Finding calm. If your goal is to find calm, finding that calm in your body, finding that calm in your mind, discipline your body to do the calm things that bring your mind calm, turning off that fight or flight, ways to turn off the fight or flight, and to move into everything's okay, let's get the digestion going, digestive health. Your mind can help cure that. Your perspective is a powerful tool. How you look at what's going on is it something to be an emergency to. There is a discipline. I practice. If I do this, I'm going to get this kind of results. I practice this, whether I like it or not, whether I want to or not. I want this more than I care about this thing that is springs up, because I'm going to do this, but springs up. So some may find it way easier to find 10 minutes or an hour to breathe and let things go and find their calm with our health in the body. Your emotions. Perspective is very powerful with your emotions. Your emotions can be affected by your hormones and what's going on in your body, and your body can be affected by the way you're processing what's going on. So you can be affected by internal and external stimuli, and that's important to understand if you want to be able to have an influence on it. I would say control, but control is an illusion. To have a sort of imprint, a sort of mastery over it. It's not necessarily a control, but a practice of doing the same thought or same action, no matter the influence, no matter the outside forces or the internal forces, to be able to do it a certain way. It's a type of discipline, type of self-discipline. When you're empowered to get to that point where you have self-discipline to do something no matter what's going on, no matter to have an influence of doing. Rather than this keeps happening to me, I'm going to do this no matter what happens to me. Type of discipline. It's a mastery. It's a practice. It's that you do it no matter what. You choose your priority. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my 10 minutes. Hopefully you have the sense to get out of a burning house. Instead of like, I'm taking my 10 minutes. I don't care if the house is burning. I'll take that 10 minutes outside the house, please. Keep your safety. I ask that you keep your safety assessed and prioritized, and the safety of your families and your loved ones and those around you. Alright, so next up, but it seems like I'm doing this once a month, like 6 weeks or something, but I haven't been making new content to fill on the Sundays. I'd like to get into this more every Sunday to put this down, because this is a wisdom that a lot of people are needing. I'm seeing so much. I don't know why being exposed more, or if I'm just noticing more of the violence that is around. There's so much violence, so much trauma. Your heart. Let your heart feel what it feels, but understand it is you that reacts or acts on or does or doesn't do or what you want to think on. Essence of who you are. With the trauma, with the experience of the wild. And your soul. Inner divinity recognizes your inner divinity, recognizes the divinity of our connection, and the presence of a greater power, greater divinity, a great divinity that is on all life. And our divinity connects us to our mother, our universe, and our mother universe. Evolve, protecting, and expanding existence, time and space that is not time and space that is matter that is not nice. And with that, Sunday will work more on our wisdom book. I will work more on my wisdom book if you get to work on yours. You're welcome to. I realized I was going to yawn. Thank you for watching as far as you watched. Love you, love you. And until next we meet, or set eyes upon each other, I hope you have a good one.